Myself Arun Lekha. Today we will discuss about components of ecosystem. Let's define ecosystem first. Ecosystem is the structural and functional unit of ecology where biotic components interacts with abiotic components and result in energy flow and nutrient cycling. The term ecosystem was given by A.G. Tansley in 1935, who was an English botanist. Now we see the structural feature of ecosystem. An ecosystem has both biotic and abiotic components. Biotic components refers to the living system and abiotic components refers to the non-living component of the ecosystem. Let's see what is there in the biotic component. A biotic component include plants, animals and microorganisms. The organism in ecosystem have different nutritional behavior and status in the ecosystem, and accordingly they are called as producers and consumers based on how the organisms are getting their food. Producers are the organisms which under this the green plants are there, and they synthesize their food either by using sunlight, then they are called as photoautotrophs, or they can use chemical energy, then they are called as chemoautotrophs. And these organisms, they are found in the depth of ocean where light is not available, and they use heat which is generated by decay of radioactive elements present in the earth's core and released in ocean's depth. They use this heat to convert dissolved hydrogen sulfide and carbon dioxide into organic compounds. So, in this way, there are two kinds of organisms, photoautotrophs and chemoautotrophs. Now, we come to the consumers. Consumers can be herbivore and they are also called as primary consumer. Carnivore, they can be secondary consumer or tertiary or quaternary consumer depending on their position in the food chain. And the last is detritivore or decomposers. Let's see what are herbivore. Herbivores generally feed on the plants, and they are forming the primary consumers, and the examples in this category, they are rabbit, insect and man. Carnivore, they are also called as meat eater and consume herbivore and are also called as secondary consumer. And the examples, they are like frog, and carnivore can be, another category of carnivore can be a big fish or snake, and they come under the category of tertiary carnivore or consumers. And detritivores or saprotrophs feed on the waste living organisms and partially decomposed matter. Examples are beetles, termites, earthworms, and vultures. Decomposers are very important for the ecosystem, and they include bacteria and fungi because they break down the complex organic matter into simpler, and which ultimately mixes with the soil and again available for the use. Now we come to the abiotic components. As the name indicates, abiotic components are the components which are without life, or they are the physical components, and it includes inorganic substances like carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus, and sulfur, organic compounds like carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, climatic factors like light, wind, rainfall, and temperature. Topographic factors include altitude, slope, and latitude, and edaphic factors, they are concerned with soil, like soil temperature, soil moisture, soil fauna, soil pH. These are the adaptive factors. Now we come to the classification of ecosystem. It can be natural, it can be artificial. Natural ecosystem include terrestrial ecosystem like grassland, forest and desert, and aquatic ecosystem. They are of two kinds. Lentic includes stagnant water, and examples are lakes and ponds. Lotic include flowing water. Examples are river and sea. Artificial ecosystem, they include cropland, aquarium and garden. Now we come to the trophic level. What are trophic level? Trophic word is derived from Greek word trophe. Trophe means nourishment or food. Trophic level actually refers to the position of the organism in the food chain. Let's see by this example various trophic levels in a food chain. Uh, First, the producers are there, they are called as plants, and their level is first trophic level, and grasshopper comes under herbivore and its trophic level is second, scorpion is third, and fox has fourth trophic level. In this way, from this food chain, now we understand the trophic position of the organisms in the food chain. Autotrophs, herbivore, primary carnivore, and secondary carnivore, they are having different trophic level in the food chain. And this is a terrestrial food chain in an ecosystem. And this kind of food chain is present in the desert ecosystem. These are the autotrophs, the spiny and succulent plants which are growing in the desert area, and organisms which are feeding on them, they are insect, lizard and rodents. And next feeding level is of scorpion, lizard and snake, and then comes the top carnivore. Now we will describe the aquatic ecosystem. Let's describe the zones which are present in the aquatic ecosystem. We are here talking about a pond. Pond represents the lentic ecosystem, where the water is stagnant, it is not free flowing. And littoral zone refers to the shore area. It includes the area from dry land sloping to the open water. And this area has plenty of nutrients. And these nutrients, they are coming from the runoff. And there are abundance of the aquatic plants and algae. And the animals which are present in this area, they are crawfish, snails, insect, zooplankton, small fish. They are present in this zone. So this is a littoral zone. This zone, and it is an interface between the land area and the open area of water. And then comes the limnatic zone. Limnatic zone is the upper portion, or it is also called as euphotic zone or epilimnion zone. Epilimnion refers to the warm water region. This region is epilimnion or photic zone. As we see, this area is receiving lot of light from the sun, and it is a well lit area. Here oxygen is present in plenty, so producers, they are also present in plenty. And this area shows rich diversity of fish also due to the availability of the oxygen in this area. Then there is a aphotic zone where the light penetration is not that much as in case of the photic zone. And aphotic zone, in this is the area which is also called as hypolimnion area. Hypolimnion refers to the cold water region, and this zone is present below the photic zone, and this zone is also called as profundal zone. So, and it is present below the thermocline area. So, now it is clear from the diagram what is a littoral zone, what is a limantic zone, and what is a profundal zone. Littoral zone has also rich diversity of plants and animals, they are also there, but limantic zone is well exposed area or well lit area, and the profundal zone is the area where light penetration is not there, and it is called as aphotic zone or hypolimnion area also. And in the last, there is a benthic zone also, which is present at the bottom of the lake or ponds, and it is also called the digestive system of the lake or ponds. Why it is called so? Because in benthic zone, only the decomposing activity is there. The complex organic matter is broken down into simpler. This area has benthic organisms. Now we come to the definitions of certain organisms which are present in the aquatic ecosystem. They are plankton, nectons, and benthos. And what is the difference between the three? Plankton refers to the floating or drifting microscopic organisms. They can be zooplankton or microscopic plant or phytoplankton. Necton are the organisms which are active swimmer, and they are found in open water and independent of water currents. Benthos are bottom dwellers organisms, and they are attached to the hard surface of water. So it is all about the organisms which are present in the aquatic ecosystem. That's all for today. We have seen certain terminology and components of the ecosystem, then aquatic ecosystem, then certain organisms which are present in the aquatic ecosystem. That is all about today. Thank you.